Hello everybody and welcome to my channel, or welcome back. Today what we're going to be doing is this look here, and I've sort of called it a summer goth look because we're just about to go into June and here in the UK things are warming up rather nicely. Anyway, I thought I'd do this little summery look for you today, and to make it happen I have got the very shiny Golden Skies palette by Jolie Beauty. Now I got this recently in the sale, and I mean you don't need this particular palette, but look at those colours. And I'm going to be using not that many actually. I'm going to be using Flame, which is a red colour. I'm going to be using Electric, which is this orange colour, Cranberry, which is this dark purple. I will of course use the black, the yellow called Sunny, and the white, and that's all I'm going to be using for this look. So if you can get your hands on a red, a yellow and an orange, that's basically all you're going to need. Now people say to me in the summer, how do you keep your makeup from disintegrating in the heat? And there's a number of things you can do. First of all, good primer, and I don't use a very sticky heavy primer. I'm using a hydrating primer through this summer, and that's working very well for me. I'm also switching to a slightly lighter foundation, and that is the Conceal and Define by Revolution, and I really like this. This is in the shade F0.1, but they have like a billion shades, so whatever your skin tone or whatever skin tone you want to have, there's going to be one of these for you. For concealer, again, don't go mad with it in the summer, just a tiny bit, and I'm using the e.l.f. 16-hour Camo Concealer, which is so good, and this is in Fair Warm. I really rate this concealer very, very highly. And the other thing that I've been doing is not using a whole bunch of loose setting powder in the summer. What I've got is a KVD finishing powder in Fair. Now I got this new one the other day, and when you open it, it looks like this and you think, oh my god, it's so white, but it's actually not. It's actually just, it just sort of dampens down your skin and makes it look quite matte. I mean, when I'm just rushing out to Tesco's to get the shopping with Mr. Jane, and all I have time to do before I run out the door is put on some eyeliner and a bit of lippy, I always use this finishing powder. Sometimes I use the puff. Most of the time I use a big powder brush, just whoosh it round, put it on, and you're good to go. Also in the summer, I don't know if you can see it glistening away, but I use a sort of more sparkly highlighter. And this is the Diamond Shine highlighter in Shine Bright 1 by Collection. Looks like this. Feels very sort of soft and not glassy, but doesn't feel like a gritty highlighter, and it is very, very, very translucent, and well, it's a bit like a diamond bomb, you might say, if you know your makeups. Again, in the summer, not too heavy a contour. What I've done today is I've used a blush. Now this is a Revolution XX blush that looks like this, and it's in the shade, I should have looked this up really, shouldn't I? In the shade Something I Can't Read, and it's a lovely sort of apricot orange, and I just think if you use it on one of those angled brushes and use it as a contour instead of higher up, as a blush and then just move it around, it can be very effective. Okay, so before we go into the actual tutorial, I will remind you to like this video. I will also remind you that if you haven't subscribed, just do it now. Just press that subscribe button. And also, I like to bring your attention to my lovely new hairdo. I've kept my ponytail, but Mr. Jane has shaved both sides and round the back for me. So I'm now summer ready. I may not have a summer ready body, but at least my hair is raring to go. So without further ado, let's get on with it. As you can see then, we're starting off with pretty much nothing. I've got the foundation and concealer everywhere, but we need to start with some colour. And as I mentioned previously, we're starting off with the Golden Skies palette by Jolie Beauty. And we're going to start off by going old school, basically. And I remember years ago, people used to say, just start off by going like this and then build your colour out from there. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to start with Flame, which is this lovely red colour, and we're just going to gently do it backwards and forwards just to get a tiny bit of colour going, and then take it round underneath as well. Just get my mirror slightly more so I can see it. So there's that. What I did put a little bit here as well, just to give me a bit of contour, I suppose. Contour, there we go. And then moving along from Flame, we're going in with Electric, and this is a gorgeous orange, as you can see from the brush. Really lovely, bright orange. And I think with sunshine looks like this, you don't really need that many colours. A nice red, a nice orange, and a yellow. And then if you're going to do what I've done and make it into something that suits me a little bit better, you just need some dark colours to go along with it. Now, say you were a normal person, you could just do this look, leave out the dark bits, leave out the lines, and I think, I'm going back in with the Flame Red, I think you would have a very acceptable summer party look. So if you are a normal person, or if you know any normal people, then obviously this could be the look for you. Just take the red a little bit underneath as well, just to deepen it down. Okay, now the moment we've all been waiting for, the yellow, and this yellow, rather appropriately, is called Sunny. So we're just gonna blend this all around as much as possible, get it everywhere, underneath, alongside, whoosh it out. And as far as I'm concerned, yellow eyeshadow is very underrated. I mean, I've done looks before with just yellow and black, and that can be very effective. Now, if you weren't going to darken it down, you could leave it here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the black from the palette on a very small brush and just put it in the corner, about halfway across, like so, a little bit underneath. Taking the red brush, I'm going in with, now which colour was it? I think it was cranberry, actually. Well, we'll soon find out. just blending the edge of that black, yeah, I think it was the cranberry colour, and taking a little bit over there. Just to get the sort of hint of sunset about it. Because, as you know, Goths will burst into flame in the heat of the day, so we really need a bit more sunset. And the thing with this look is that you can just keep dipping into the red or the orange or the yellow and just play around with it for ages until you get it exactly how you want it. That's pretty much it, really. I'm coming to the exciting bit in a moment. So I'm just going to put a little bit more orange up here. There. See this goddamn scar here where I fell on my head on the pavement doesn't really help matters, but what can you do? And then I have got my tea towel on my lap, so I am sort of wiping this brush as I go hither and yon. Put a little bit more yellow, and then I have got a big fluffy brush which I'm using with a white from the palette just to blend out the edge of the colour. Now then, there are some gold glitters in this palette, but what I did before on this eye, I put a little bit of the dreamy gold colour just to start off the idea of glitter, and just sort of spread it about a bit. And then I remembered that in my Z palette I have the most wonderful colour ever in the history of eyeshadow, and it's by a company called Becky Beauty, B-E-C-H-Y Beauty, Matrix Aurora Chameleon it's called. Looks like this. So it looks yellow, but when you put it on your finger and touch it, just even the slightest, tiniest bit, it just goes goldish greenish, and it's utterly magical. I mean, isn't it really the most beautiful thing you ever saw in your life? I'm going to put a bit more on because I love it so much. So there we are. I put it safely back in my Z palette, whatever you want to call it, magnetic palette. So how simple was that? I mean, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take the Essence Liquid Ink eyeliner, and then you could either try and emulate this side and not get it symmetrical, or you can probably get that bit symmetrical, or not if you're me. Actually, why not? Let's try, shall we? So I'm trying to go like this, but we only have to take it to under there. So it seems to have curled a little bit more than the other one, but I don't think it is the literal end of the world. And as you may notice, it just sort of lifts your eyes up. I then took my star stamp by, who's this by? I've got a feeling it's Lottie London, but you can get these star stamps by other people. Put one here, there, like that. I might put another one here just for fun. like that, and then take my Revolution gold, liquid gold, whatever it's called. What is it called? Some sort of liquid glitter. Whoop. And just put a little bit here. So it looks like we spent ages putting gems on your face, when you in fact haven't. So they're there. I think they look really nice actually. Back in with Essence, this time Essence Lash Princess. False Lash Effect. And away you go, really. I will be going off camera to put my lash on. And today's lash, I can't remember what it is because I put it in a different box. But I know it's by Pound Lashes because they're all I use really on a day-to-day basis. I do have other more extravagant lashes for special occasions, but with a day-to-day look like this, Pound Lashes are exceptionally good value, and if you look after them and take care of them, they will last. I mean, a couple of months on a daily use, and for about £1, well, under £2 anyway. You can't really say fairer than that, can you? Lips are a black lip liner by Revolution. Then, now they don't make this anymore, but I'm sure a lot of you will have it. It's Nosferatu by KVD, Everlasting Liquid Lipstick. Then I took a little bit of the blush that I told you about before, this lovely orange blush, and just patted it on my lip, and then went over it with the chrome, it says gloss, but it's, I mean, it is slightly glossy, but it's not super glossy. This one, Glisten Cosmetics, that's the word. I was trying to think of the manufacturer's name and it escaped me momentarily there. And what it is it's like a pink green, I can't get it to go green in this light, pink, green, orange, red, but you can see it sort of ties in with the glitter on my eye, and just tiniest bit, and just tapped on. I wonder if I can get it to work on my hand for you. See, there it is on my hand. I don't think it's gonna... Oh, will it? Oh, I think you saw it there. Just for a second. Just for... Anyway, it's got a bunch of colours in it, and it's by Glisten Cosmetics, and it's called Chrome Gloss. Chroma, with an A. Chroma Gloss. Right, so I'm going to put my lash on, and then we will be back, and I'll see you momentarily. So here's the finished look, and I think it's rather lovely, if I do say so myself. And as I said when I was putting it on, you can put as much or as little into this as suits you. If you want to wear it to a summer party, I think it would go down a storm, and as you saw, it's really, really easy to do. You might not have this green glittery piece of magical makeup, but you might have something else. You might have a highlighter that you could use instead. But anyway, that's all there is to it. I hope you enjoy the coming summer. I obviously will be back to make more videos, and hopefully we'll have some things to share with you in the next few weeks. Please take care of yourselves, everybody. Wherever you are in the world, I do appreciate you watching, and if you can maybe share this with a friend, that would be even nicer. Don't forget to comment in the comment section, because that helps the almighty algorithm. And wherever you are and whatever you're doing, look after all the non-human creatures in your local environment. Take care, my darling friends, and as usual I will remind you to stay strange.